A country can be knocked out of the 2026 World Cup while sitting in a hotel room, not after losing a match, not after missing a penalty. After one late goal in another city changes an invisible table. And the cruel part is, that country may have finished its group days earlier thinking it was still alive. This is the new World Cup trap. In 2026, the tournament expands to 48 teams. That means 12 groups of 4. In each group, the top 2 teams go through. Simple enough. But then FIFA adds the twist. 8 of the 12 third-place teams also reach the knockout round. So third place is no longer death. Third place is a waiting room. Imagine a small country has just played its final group match. The players are exhausted. The fans are calculating. The coach walks off the pitch knowing they did not finish first. They did not finish second. They finished third. In the old World Cup, that would usually be the end. But in 2026, third might be enough. So the team goes back to the hotel with 4 points, or maybe 3 points and a decent goal difference. Nobody knows yet, because their real opponents are no longer on the same pitch. Their real opponents are the other third-place teams scattered across North America. A team in Dallas, a team in Vancouver, a team in Mexico City, a team in Miami. None of them play each other, but all of them are fighting for the same 8 chairs, and there are 12 teams trying to sit down. That is where the mystery begins. Because when your group is finished, your World Cup is not necessarily finished. You can be sitting in your hotel watching another match, and suddenly every pass matters. Not because it helps you score, because it can bury you. Here is the invisible table. All 12 third-place teams get ranked together, first by points, then by goal difference, then by goals scored. And if teams are still level, tournament rules can go into smaller details like disciplinary records and even a final method such as drawing lots. The exact official regulations decide the final order of those tiebreakers, but the danger is the same. Your fate can depend on numbers from a match you cannot control. Let's make this real. Team A finishes third in Group C. They have 3 points. Their goal difference is -1. They scored 3 goals. It is not amazing, but it might survive. After their match, they are 8th in the third-place ranking. 8th is the final safe spot. 9th is out. So for a few hours, they are alive. The fans refresh their phones. The players eat dinner in silence. The staff stare at giant screens covered in numbers. Then Group D starts. Team B is also fighting for third. If Team B loses by 2 goals, Team A survives. If Team B loses by 1 goal, the math gets tight. If Team B draws, Team A drops. So Team A is now cheering for a team it may not care about, in a stadium hundreds of miles away, because one result can decide whether an entire country keeps dreaming. And then comes the worst possible moment. It is the 88th minute. Team B is losing 2-0. That score would keep Team A alive. Then Team B scores. Just 1 goal, not a winner, not even an equalizer, a consolation goal. But that goal improves Team B's goal difference. It increases Team B's goals scored. And suddenly Team B jumps above Team A in the invisible table. Team A falls from 8th to 9th. No one on Team A made a mistake. No one on Team A touched the ball. But their World Cup just moved closer to the exit. Now there is another match tomorrow. Another group. Another third-place team. Another 90 minutes of fear. This is what makes the 2026 format so strange. It does not just create more matches. It creates more waiting. In a normal elimination, the pain is direct. You concede. You lose. The whistle blows. You go home. Here the pain can be delayed. A team can walk off the field with hope. Hold a team meeting with hope. Post a message to fans with hope, then sit for 2 days while the tournament slowly decides if that hope was real. And the danger is not only the final score, it is every small detail inside the score. A 1-0 loss is different from a 2-0 loss. A 2-1 loss is different from a 1-0 loss. A late yellow card can matter if the rules reach fair play points. A striker scoring a meaningless third goal in another group might not feel meaningless to the country sitting 8th. That is the trap. In this new system, there are no meaningless goals for the teams on the cut line. Picture the table with a thick red line under 8th place. Above the line, life. Below the line, flights home. Now picture a tiny ball rolling into a net in a completely different group. The red line does not move, but the teams around it do. A country that was safe is suddenly not safe. A country that had packed for the knockout round may have to unpack its dream. And the cruelest part is psychological. Players are trained to control what they can control. Run harder, press smarter, take the shot, defend the cross. But in the third-place waiting room, control disappears. You cannot tackle the winger in the other match. You cannot slow down the clock. You cannot tell another team to stop attacking because a fourth goal would destroy your goal difference comparison. You just watch, and that creates a completely different kind of World Cup drama. A coach may have to decide in the final group match whether to chase second place or protect third. That sounds simple until the math turns evil. If you attack, you might score and qualify directly, but you might also concede and destroy your goal difference. If you defend, you might secure a third-place result that looks good today. But tomorrow, another group might produce a better third-place team and push you out anyway. So even before the waiting starts, teams will be asking dangerous questions. Is one more goal worth the risk? Is a draw enough? Should we protect a -1 goal difference like it is a treasure? Should we take off an angry player before a yellow card becomes part of a national disaster? This is why the 2026 group stage could feel chaotic in a way fans have never seen at a men's World Cup. The final whistle in your match may not answer the biggest question. It may only start the countdown. And for fans, this will be confusing unless they understand the hidden competition. Your country might finish third and celebrate. Then the next day, another third-place team wins, and suddenly your celebration becomes nervous. Then another match ends with the perfect score against you. Then the final group kicks off, and now you are not watching football like a neutral fan. You are watching every corner as a threat. Every counterattack as a warning. Every scoreboard update as a heartbeat. The World Cup has always had drama in stadiums. In 2026, some of the drama may happen in hotel conference rooms. Analysts with laptops. Players in tracksuits. A silent television. A country waiting for another country not to score. And then maybe the moment arrives. A late goal goes in. The stadium somewhere else explodes. The team on the couch goes quiet. On the graphic, the third-place table refreshes. They were 8th. Now they are 9th. And that is it. No whistle in their stadium. No final tackle. No last chance. Just a number changing on a screen. That is how a country can be eliminated without playing. Not because the system is broken, because the expanded World Cup has created a second tournament inside the group stage. A tournament between teams that never meet. A tournament where one goal can travel across a continent. A tournament where surviving your group might not mean escaping it. So when the 2026 World Cup starts, do not only watch who finishes first and second. Watch third. Watch the red line. Watch the late goals in matches that look unrelated, because the most painful elimination of the tournament may not happen on the pitch. It may happen when a team is sitting in a hotel, staring at a screen, realizing the World Cup just ended without them touching the ball.